Right everyone, WeaponCollector here. Thought I'd show you my new cyborg skull swinging target I made recently. I made this, well, I finished it last night. I've been doing it for ages, to be honest, but probably, I say doing it ages, I did like one day's work, then I left it a month, and I did another. So, and when I say one day's work, that may have only been like an hour, 2 hours that day. I think it probably took about 10 hours altogether, but that was just taking my time. So if you've never seen one of these, basically what these are, it's a target that you shoot through the holes and the part behind it swings around to the other side. So it's like a swinging target, resetting target. So what you would do, you would shoot out the head of the cyborg and that would swing this door around to the other side, and at the minute I've just put reset there. So to reset it, you would shoot there and then it would swing back again. Same with the eyes. Not sure how well you'll be able to see this, but there's like a little bolt in the middle for the eyeball and some circuit board behind, I suppose, what a cyborg would look like, and in the nose as well. The nose, there's some wires sticking out. So again, you would shoot that eye and it would spin around to the other side, and then you would shoot that eye, spin around to the other side, and it's just basically spring loaded. It's just a little door. I'll show you it properly in another video. I won't show you it in this one really, because I haven't finish this back properly, because you don't really need to see the inside, but it's basically a little door with a spring, and that spring is what holds when it gets to a certain point, it will pull the door itself to where it should be. So the targets are around about 1.5 inches, about what you would have on one of these targets, on the sort of about the size of the black bits. So sort of standard air pistol shooting, and you can shoot these with air rifles or air pistols. I'm going to shoot it with this. So what I'll do in a minute, I'll take this outside and I'll have a little shoot, and then I'll come back and talk about it some more. Right, so that's a bit of shooting then. I put my jacket on, it was colder than I thought outside. So yeah, as you can see, it shoots quite good. I hadn't adjusted this top gate before I did the filming, so I didn't actually shoot that, although I tried to. What I realised afterwards, I'd put the gate on too tight. There's screws that hold it in. They're slightly too tight so it won't swing properly. But this bottom one was working lovely. And one good thing, because I wasn't sure if when I shot it that the circuit board would break, but it didn't. And what I did, that's the circuit board out of a remote control. The bolt is a weird, it's like a, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like a weird flat bolt thing. I'll put a picture up and show you, that I used for like the eyeball, the pupil. And what I did to make it so that the circuit board didn't break, I glued it on with silicone so that it was slightly sort of spongy and it would stick all round, and that seems to have worked. That's not cracked or broken at all. I missed a couple of shots and hit this metal on the face, and that's held up good. And that is just a fence post bracket, made of some kind of steel, I think. You cut it with tin snips, quite thin, only like 1 mil, maybe 1.5 mil thick, so quite thin, but good enough for this. The body of the target is plywood, 12mm ply. The doors are 12mm ply. I will show you those quickly, but it won't really make a lot of sense unless you can see it properly and I'll describe it. But it's just some eye hooks, some screws into the wood, and a spring that takes over to hold it shut, that you can see at the bottom there. Like I said, this top one I've done slightly too tight so it doesn't swing on its own. But that is easy to adjust. That's just where I must have been painting it. I've done the screw up too tight and forgot to loosen it. But that's an easy thing to fix, literally just loosen the screw. But I've done the filming by then. But like I said, you can see the bottom one worked good. And what I like about these, you can literally shoot them all day long, you know, because you don't ever have to go to it and change it. It's just shoot the eye, shoot the eye, shoot the eye, you know. Quite a few ways to make these. This is probably the simplest way you could do it. You could make a full box. What I would like to do if I could, you could make the whole thing out of steel or possibly aluminium, 5mm aluminium. Make this skull out of 5mm aluminium, which would be easy to do if you get a big enough bit. Make the doors out of 5mm aluminium, you know, and then you just have to cut a few holes, drill a few holes for the eyelets, thread those. I think that'd work good. But this is the simplest way. It's literally just 4 bits of tin, because it's hard to cut a curve in the tin, a circle I mean, sorry. You can cut a curve, so I just cut it in 4 sections and then just cut out the outline. Yeah, I think it looks good. I'll adjust this door, this top one, and probably do a video of just me shooting that. But like I said, you can see the bottom one worked perfectly. Yeah, that's it. That is my homemade cyborg skull swinging target. If you want to know how to make it, I suppose I could make another one, make a different head one, show you, do a full you know, do a full making of video if you want. Yeah, I have actually done a video of making one of these before, which I'll add a card to somewhere. So yeah. Right, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you like my cyborg skull target. See you later. Right, before you leave, if you ever wanted to support this channel, you can now via Patreon, or by shopping at Amazon.com and Gearbest. There's more info below if you need that. Remember, if you want to get full notifications for this channel, click the bell, and I'll see you later. Cheers.